Okay, so good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And so today's training is on the Moxi websites. And I think that there's a couple of points that I want to make initially, and that is why is that important, and why do we need it, and what we can do with it. Um, the Moxi website is something that offers you the ability to pretty much showcase your services, and everything that you do, and everything that Coldwell Banker brings to the table for clients, whether they be buyers or sellers. So the good thing about this is that you can customize it. And I want to tell everybody that the more you customize this, the more features you add, and especially nowadays, video. When you add video to this, it's everything. I mean, video is what's happening today. I mean, there's nothing that trumps video in today's market. The more you do, the better it is. If you don't do anything else, set up after you take this class, set up a separate tab for yourself, my video content or my video library or whatever you want to call it. Go out to every listing that you can, video log every listing, and make sure that you, first of all, if it's not one of our listings, make sure that you get the broker's permission to record their video, the house. And then also make sure that you give credit to the listing brokerage or agent. Actually, it has to be agent and brokerage in the video. But you can video log all of that and put all that in one button on your website. Why would you want to do that? And what's the value? Well, because that's where everything is at now. Video is everything. And if you want to get the organic leads that all of the newbie techie agents are getting, you have to do something to be out there in front of those eyeballs. If organic leads come from this type of content, then that's where you want to be. Otherwise, you can just let them get all the leads, and you can take the scraps or what's left over. Does that make sense, anybody?
Yeah.
Nick, you know a lot about this. Is there anything you want to add to that?
No, you put it out there very well. And personally, I'm still trying to figure out how to monetize social media to my advantage. And I'm still trying to figure out, the the sweet spot, the
Sweet
right,
spot. Well, I can tell you
concoction.
from what I've seen that the agents that are kind of techie and have really taken into found this little sweet spot, they've done what we just talked about.
Yeah.
And our website offers us the ability to add that button right onto our website and put that load that all that video content right onto our website. So that's really our go-to place. Now, some agents say, well, who sees our website? It doesn't matter who's viewing your website. In the world of this technology, it's those crawlers out there that are constantly crawling, trying to find active, current, relevant content. And that's where the eyeballs go.
Right.
Does that make sense? I know it
Yeah.
makes sense to Nick, and it makes sense to a lot of techie people, but to average real estate agent, they probably think, nobody ever goes to my website. They don't have to. It gets taken to them when they do a search for, let's say, 123 Paradise, and you've just completed this wonderful video log, which included 123 Paradise. It's an instant automatic push and suck technology. They push a button, they get sucked in to your site or what you're posting. So the nice thing about doing it this way, they not only come in to your video content, but they're also on your website or on your platform. Does that make sense? More sense?
Yeah.
So let's take a little quick 1 minute little overview of what our Moxie website offers.
Consumer expectations have changed. People expect to go online for instant, reliable information. The vast majority of people begin their home search online, looking for experts to help them through the process. With powerhouses like Zillow in the market, your online presence is gaining importance by the day. Your brokerage and your agents must be searchable and well represented online in order to stay competitive. A website is your digital first impression. In addition to an engaging brokerage website, you need to provide your agents with the ability to have branded professional agent websites. With Moxie websites, agents can set up their websites with a single click. or they can easily create custom pages to add their own personal style. Moxi websites are also integrated with your MLS, means that listing data is always up to date without agents having to do a thing. It also means visitors can search MLS listings using their own criteria directly from an agent's website. If they then share a listing they found on your website with a friend, that agent's brand and information will be shown with the listing. And of course, all sites are responsive for a professional look on tablets and smartphones. As a MoxiWorks product, websites are integrated with your brokerage's other Moxi tools. For example, when a new lead is generated through an agent website, that lead is automatically fed into the agent's Moxi Engage CRM for follow-up. Moxi websites also include an easy-to-use blog function, so agents can keep their sphere of influence informed and remain top of mind to increase repeat and referral business. Generate leads and drive business by putting your brokerage's best foot forward online with Moxi websites.
So I think we all agree that the only way to get new clients to work with you is whether it be buyers or sellers is to be active in the field and online, I think, right? I mean, the simple facts are if you're not out there in your farm area with constant contact, you will not be the go-to agent in that area. Now we're talking about geographical locations. So let's say that your farm area is over here and you got 300 to 500 homes in that farm area. If you are not the go-to agent in that area, you most likely are not going to be getting listings out of that area. And likewise, if you're not putting out constant bait, if you will, on the internet for buyers, you're not going to be getting all of the action or the activity from buyers. And I think that's just a real fact of life in today's real estate world.
And I believe the term is clickbait, David, just for your
clickbait. Okay, whatever. Eyeballs, I call them. You know, everybody's buying, selling eyeballs, right? So in addition, there's a lot of benefits to working on your website. It's called the organic lead thing. Again, agents think, well, nobody ever goes to my website. You know, I'm not going to get any, I don't get any leads. Nobody ever goes to my website. Well, of course they don't, because you don't have active, current, relevant content on your website. But that's up to you. And the opportunity is there. You're just not taking advantage of it. So, I mean, if you've ever wondered how some of the agents get all this business, and they're not special. I mean, they're maybe been in the business less time than you have, or maybe are less knowledgeable than you are, but they're getting the business. Well, they most likely have put a lot of time and work into developing their website designed to attract eyeballs and develop organic leads. That's the buzzword there is organic leads. And it doesn't come without a lot of time and work, though, albeit, and I will give you that. It's not something that is going to happen overnight. It's not free. If it was free of time and effort and money, everybody would be doing it, and nobody would be special. Nobody would be winning out there. So it does take time. But I think that you have to, ask yourself a question, how many buyers and sellers and referrals have you lost because you haven't taken the time and put the energy into developing your website? If you don't have active, current, relevant content, you're probably not getting not only any buyers or sellers, but you're probably not getting any call maker referrals, because that's where they're going to be coming as well. So I think it's incumbent upon all of us to put a little bit of work into that. And, before any of us do anything, go anywhere, buy anything, everybody checks on the web. I mean, nowadays, that's just what people do. So their eyeballs are there, but you're probably not getting those eyeballs because, again, you don't have active, current, relevant content. So let's just keep that in mind moving forward here. So I have another little promo here. It's about a minute.
People expect to go online for instant, reliable information. The vast majority of people begin their home search online, looking for experts to help them through the process. With powerhouses like Zillow in the market, your online presence is gaining importance by the day. Your brokerage and your agents must be searchable and well represented online in order to stay competitive. A website is your digital first impression. In addition to an engaging brokerage website, you need to provide your agents with the ability to have branded professional agent websites. With Moxi websites, agents can set up their websites with a single click, or they can easily create custom pages to add their own personal style. Moxi websites are also integrated with your MLS. This means that listing data is always up to date, without agents having to do a thing. It also means visitors can search MLS listings using their own criteria directly from an agent's website. If they then share a listing they found on your website with a friend, that agent's branded information will be shown with the listing. And of course, all sites are responsive for a professional look on tablets and smartphones. As a MoxiWorks product, websites are integrated with your brokerage's other Moxi tools. For example, when a new lead is generated through an agent website, that lead is automatically fed into the agent's Moxi Engage CRM for follow-up. Moxi websites also include an easy-to-use blog function, so agents can keep their sphere of influence informed and remain top of mind to increase repeat and referral business. Generate leads and drive business by putting your brokerage's best foot forward online with Moxi websites.
I have to say one thing about these little promos is that they're really not telling the complete story. Again, all that's important and all that's stuff that you need to do. And and actually, you don't really need to do anything. If you have a Moxi website through Coldwell Banker, you really don't have to do anything to have that website. It's kind of pre-built for you. But nobody's going to see it if you haven't customized, if you haven't put active, current, relevant content into that website. So let's go take a look at how we're going to do that, okay? So I did a little sample here of my website, which we've worked on, obviously, and we've added content into it. The one thing I haven't done, because I'm not actively out there as an agent trying to get more business, I have not added the video content, but I'll tell you what, if I was a new agent, the first thing I would do is I would make a button for video logs, you know. And again, those eyeballs are going to be attracted. When they do a search, you know, organic search, they're going to come right to you if you have that active, current, relevant content. Anyway, so let's take a look at, we have home up on top, and then we have properties. What does that mean? Properties, if you click on that button, it's going to show your listings and the office listings. Again, that is also customizable. And I believe that you can expand on that or take away. If you don't want to put the office listings on, you don't have to, but it is better for you to have both your listing. If you don't have a listing, at least you have the office listings on there. Buying and selling. The nice thing about that button is the generic part of that has how I help buyers and sellers. The customizable part on that is infinite. You can put a multitude of all the things that you can offer a buyer, and you can put a plethora of things that you can offer a seller. And it's infinite. You can go on and on and on and on and on. You can have drop-down screens, right? And you can add just about pretty much point it to just about anything that you can include. If you don't know where to get information on that, go to Zillow. You can also do a search on Coldwell Banker, and you can also go to YouTube. There's all kinds of resources where lists are already made of things that you can offer buyers and sellers. Tell them what you do, how you do it, what you work, talk to them about, you know, even things about your BRBC and about how you want to represent them and how they should have you represent them and what are the reasons why, which we also did in a previous training, all of the reasons why you should hire me to help you buy a house. Which part of that is actually part of the is mandated by the new NAR settlement. Where, you know, you're required to tell a buyer what you do to earn your fee.
David, real quick. Also, to coming up with all those narratives, would it not also be a good idea and helpful to use last week's training about the AI assistants to really help you with those scripts and get punched up scripts and everything?
Thank you, Nick. For those of you who did attend last week's training on the AI, artificial intelligence, yeah, you can literally go to your AI on your, what is that? What do they call that, Nick, on Microsoft?
Yeah, the Microsoft.
Microsoft Element. Yeah. You can go on there and you can give it 3 or 4 things that you want to talk about, and it will give you like an essay quality, document on and expound on all of the different points about things that you're offering. If you're offering to be a buyer's agent and you highlight 3 or 4 things or 5 things or 10 things, it will expound on each one of those subjects and make it look like it was written as a college essay. So anyway, very, very important. Yeah, and good idea is to use your AI element. On your if you look at the arrow here going up to property management, I included a property management button. You can or not, it's up to you. You may have something on there that you want to include, like you may be involved in a local community organization or some kind of a charitable organization or something. You can put a button on there and you can post activity within your organization. The CB blog, you can add that as a resource, and you should also not only just think about adding resources that are kind of off the shelf type of resources, but you want to get resources that are active, current, and relevant. And I think that's really important. The About Me button, again, you can talk about yourself, you can make it brief, you can expound on that, you can develop a whole story, you can give layers of information, history, all the listings and all the years that you've been in the business and all the homes that you've sold, all the business, talk about clients past. You can put pretty much anything you want on there about me. Neighborhood news is a product that you can add to your website as well. And we're going to be learning very exactly and succinctly how to make this happen coming up. There's kind of a catch-all button that I added here that's called More. And in that More, there's a drop-down screen, which you can add as many resources as you want. You can have 3 resources, you can have 15, you can have 100 resources. Totally up to you. The more content you put into this, the better it's going to be for you. Why? Not because everybody's going to rush to your website to see you, but because, again, of that active, current, relevant content is going to be, you're going to utilize that push and suck technology. Somebody does a search for, I want a 3-bedroom house in Tracy with a pool. You have a video log of a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Tracy with the pool. That's what's going to pop up for them to see. I've included some Moxi work training videos. I'm not going to get into those right now because they're about anywhere from a half an hour to an hour long. When you get this and you want to have more in-depth training, please click on that, and I think you'll get a lot out of that. So let's get started on the basics of building our website, and then we're going to jump right into follow up on this. We're going to go right into talking about our recommendations and referrals. So let's get started on that. So first of all, we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to log into My CB Desk, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go down and find Moxi, right? So click on the Moxi button where the arrow is pointing to. Okay, then at the top, if you wait a few minutes, it takes a few seconds for this to all load onto your computer, because when you first do that, you're going to see a blank spot up there, but eventually all the different products are going to show up. The present, the engage, website, impress, all of those buttons will show up. We're going to select my website. Okay, and then what's going to pop up is a welcome to the website admin tool, and each one of you have this admin tool. Okay, from there you're going to select go there where the arrow's pointing here. Okay, and then on the next screen you go to some of the common tasks, and you can select any one of the tasks that you want to start utilizing to build or add to your website. I also included a couple of additional web YouTube trainings on this. And again, these are maybe anywhere from a half hour to an hour. Won't go into those right now. That's pretty much on the build side. I didn't want to get really in depth on that because almost everybody that I have in my brokerage already has their website built, at least the shell or the basic, the template, right, Janice? Mm-hmm. If you started off with us, Janice helped you get all that started. If you're not sure, or if you have questions about it, contact us. We can get you going on that. I want to jump right into how to add testimonials and reviews to your websites, because I know I get a lot of questions about that. And every time I ask somebody about this, I kind of get a blank stare. So this was, by the way, in our training. If you started with me in the last maybe 5 years, we went through this training. But let's get back into that and go into the utilizing the testimonial module, which is a part of your website features. So let's get right into that. Going back to the Moxi website where it says, welcome to Agent Website Admin Tool, which was the screen we talked about earlier. Okay. We're going to select, if you look over on the left there, we're going to select site pages, right? And then add new. So basically all we're doing is adding a new page onto our website, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, from there, we're going to click on launch the page builder, and the arrow's pointing to page builder. So you can click on that. Okay, we're going to add the testimonial module, and you're going to follow through with this and just follow the arrows. Okay, we're going to add testimonials and style as desired. Again, this is all customizable. When you get this at home, not right now because we're not going to dive into all the hands-on details, but this is step-by-step how to do this. And also with the more lengthy video content that I've included, there's in-depth step-by-step instructions on all of this. So we're going to add the testimonial style as desired, and then save to allow the module to be used on other pages, and then save and publish the page. Manually adding testimonials. Remember, you got basically you have two basic types. I mean, you have a lot of different types of testimonials you can add, but the two basic types are manual. So let's say that you have another website, or maybe it was on realtor.com or wherever, and somebody gave you a nice review and you want to include that on your website. You can go into that, copy, and paste it right into your website. We're going to find out how to do that in just a moment. But you also have the ability to set up your website to automatically pull any recommendations or testimonials off of your Zillow account, and that will pull it right into your website as well. Recommendation here, even though Zillow pulls it in automatically, it's not as visible and as readily available as you putting it in yourself manually. So I recommend going into Zillow, copy and pasting those recommendations in addition right into the manual portion of your website. It not only looks like you have more testimonials, but it also makes it more readily available to the viewer. Not everybody's going to go digging through your website to find your testimonials from Zillow. So we're going to add a new page as follows. We'll be clicking as shown on the screen. Okay, then we're going to publish the testimonial page. And click, see where the arrow is, publish. We're going to click on the publish button. Okay. Then we're going to add the testimonials and publish those testimonials. Again, you can bring those in. How do I do that? I go wherever you want to get them, wherever you have testimonials, copy, drop them, paste them right into here. Doesn't matter where they come from. They could be 5 years old, 10 years old. It doesn't matter. You can still add them to your website. So the page from that point on is now live, and it's a part of your website. And when I previously I showed you a photo of my website, the button up on top under, I think it was About Me, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, under the button. If you click on the button About Me, the drop-down screen, one of the pages is testimonials. And so that's where this would show up if that's where you put it. Okay, let's go into adding Zillow reviews. Again, I want to review on this, or go back up a little bit on this. Two types of basic recommendations. One is the manual. You can go anywhere, copy and paste manual reviews into your website. Also, you can set up automatic Zillow reviews, and that's what we're going to take a look at right now. Okay. So we're going to select from the admin view, again, going back to that first admin view. And I think there's about 9 different things you can do here on the admin view. So the one that we're going to select is we're going to go to About Me. Yeah, does everybody see that little button there, About Me? So first thing is we click on About Me. Okay, step 2 is you want to make sure your information is in there. If it's not, I think it should be defaulted, right? This is how yours About Me should look, or at least the information for About Me. Okay, if that's not set up like this, make sure that you put your name and
License
office phone, your phone number and your email
Yes.
address, and also your license number should be in there as well. Okay, and then make sure you save that profile. And then down at the bottom, click where it says for Zillow reviews options, click here. That's important. Does everybody see that right there? Click here. Everybody got that? Okay, step 3, you're going to activate this portion of your website, right? About Me. So we're going to go down again, and at the bottom, we're going to click where it says click here. Okay, and then step 4 is we need to activate the Zillow connection. So you have a screen here that shows DocuSign and .loop, and down at the bottom is Zillow. We're going to select Zillow, and we're going to click on the button that says activate. You see where the little hand is jumping over to activate? Everybody see that? Again, you can write notes about this, take down notes, but you're going to be getting this in addition, and you're also going to be getting a lengthy how-to video that'll walk you through the whole thing. Okay. So the next screen should look like this. And if your email address is in there, is it in there? No, it's not in there automatically. You have to put in your email address that you used for Zillow. And it has to be your email address that you use on Zillow. For example, I use about 20 different email addresses, but I have to make sure that the one that's in my Zillow account is the one that I put in here. So if you use different email addresses, make sure that you first go into your Zillow account and verify what email address you're using there, because it has to be the same. Okay.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it for the Zillow connection and the manual entry of your referrals in that. Anybody have any questions? Crickets. I have no questions from anybody. Everybody got all that? So let's just kind of recap and review. We talked about why it's important to build our website. Nobody's going to go to your website. They'll be taken to your website automatically when they do a search, if and only if you have that active, relevant, current content. What's the best type of content to have? We talked about it's video content. It's worth your time to spend a few minutes every week to go out and do some video logging and drop that video content into your website. Build a page for the video content, and I think Janice is trying to find that right now.
I'm just trying to stop sharing.
What's that?
I'm trying to stop the sharing. We're done.
Okay, so the second part of this was getting your referrals and recommendations onto your site. And again, the two types are the copy and paste, and then setting up your connection onto the Zillow platform. Alrighty, anybody have any questions? I don't want to keep anybody longer than necessary. I'm trying to make these video trainings, which are available as well, will be available to you. We'll send the link to you via email. Okay. Cheryl, Claudette, Debbie, Nick, anybody have any questions? Susan?
So far, so good, boss.
Okay. Again, I want to make these short and sweet. And thank you for attending. If you do have questions, email or text either Janice or I anytime. One thing you can do to really ensure that you get something out of this is to go back and review it over and over again. Take the video content, play that out. It's long, I granted 30 minutes to an hour, but it's worth it. Trust me. Everybody have a wonderful day, and you take care. Bye-bye now.
You too, boss. Thank you.